Alright, we are back. We're going to play a little bit of Odd Warrior. Because apparently Gen and Baku are back.
Versus Uther.
I wonder if Paladin is a good matchup for me.
Let your penance begin.
Probably want to keep the Bellowing Flames. I suppose it depends on what type of Paladin we're up against. Well, we kept the Bellowing Flames so that we could get the Bellowing Flames. And then we can Bellowing Flames the Bellowing Flames into Bellowing Flames. Truly the perfect crime.
None will survive.
Wow. Already drew patches. Not off to a great start. It's a good thing we have all these Bellowing Flames to Bellowing Flames. That means it's hand buff, which is probably the worst case scenario for me. So let's do this. Take a bump here. They're probably going to swing into it, but it does make the Bellowing Flames that we've Bellowing Flamesed a little bit bellower and flamier. It's just very hard to exhaust this deck of resources, and like they aren't as fast as the token deck, but are more relentless. So we need to draw towards our bigger removal like Brawl, Gift, those type of things. Okay, that's Muscle Man. Let's forge this, play this.
Armor. Lightly used armor.
I mean, unironically, the Prison of Yogg-Saron may need to save me. Which is a concerning thought.
Come in here.
It's your boy.
Break it, you buy it.
Let's just soften that up a little bit, again, for the sake of these two Bellowing Flames. Please don't take a drink every time I say the word Bellowing Flames. Okay, there's one Brawl. It's possible I should have held, like, hero powered the turn that I forged the second Bellowing Flame so that I could, you know, have a better play here, but
The toy store belongs to the Titan.
it's actually unbelievably bad for me. I don't have a clear, I don't have a play whatsoever. I have to hope that they overextend and do a Brawl.
Woo! Music to my ears.
Or, again, just YOLO the prison. Okay, there's a 50% chance for a good outcome here. I like those odds. But not those evens. Well, that's unfortunate. It's possible we just die here. Like, I don't know how big the Leroy is, but probably big.
Accidents, they happen, you know? Ha-ha!
Okay, there are currently 0 good outcomes for the Brawl. I guess we could do this as a hope and pray type moment. There is 1425 health on board. This does a total of 20.
What to do?
Could also Brawl into play this and clear everything that isn't the Tarim, but then I'm left at 6 health and I probably die. So most of the situations that I see here result in me dying, so I think I just have to get lucky. Almost got lucky, but instead we left the one with the most health or attack alive, and we will now die. Once the opponent figures out how to count to 10, which is a paladin's greatest weakness, is counting. Wait, we didn't die? Okay, how do I clear this, though? Okay. Now it's a simple 1 and 3. Thank God we are out of that game, and I can play against not Paladin, or at least specifically not hand buff Paladin. Like, I want to queue into aggro, but not that deck.
Denathrias versus
Uh-oh.
Garrosh.
You dare challenge the war chief! Let your penance begin.
I mean, like, best case scenario, this is a mirror match. Oh, no. But I think we just concede if it's Reno, right? Because they just blow up my entire deck and I don't get to play the video game. Or we just concede now because it's already taking them forever just to make their... Okay, they're here.
None will
Oh, thank God.
survive.
But also... Oh, dear God.
Fascinating.
This is potentially nightmarish.
Thirst for battle.
Might be a matter of who can draw into the Odyn faster.
I thirst for battle.
Armor! Lightly used armor!
I don't think I want to draw off of the gift. So that leaves me with Execute and Brawl as options.
Break it, you buy it!
It's not a bad card to have here. Alright, I think we just hero power face. The good old-fashioned Odd Warrior Mirror. Okay. Getting the Odyn first might actually be the thing that seals the game.
You buy it!
got one of those too. This is truly the mirror match of all mirror matches. Okay, I want to activate the bridge riff. So I think the best way to do that is to give up a shield slam. Highest value shield slam in existence. Then next turn we play a Trial by Fire into coin the Odyn, and then we start going to town on Odyn value. But based on how this game is played out, they also have an Odyn in hand, so it's just going to be another back and forth of hero powers. Oh, good God. Alright, buff my minions. That's not a buff. That's my face. It's actually not that big of a deal because it gives me stuff to attack into with the Trial by Fire.
We stand together. We stand together.
So in fatigue, we are slightly ahead due to the chorus riff. It's possible we can make that back up with the Fizzle. Oh my God. Actually just nightmarish here. Does that allow me to... Yeah, because of these trades, I can still coin the Odyn. Yeah, I think we'll be fine with that.
Disgraceful. A mistake? Amuse me with your
Bonk.
tales of victory.
Alright. Time for them to play their Odyn. Alright, buff my Odyn. Always honker, man. Wait, why is that so good? That was a really, really good Yogg.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Okay. It's a pretty good response from them. Why is the Marin cheap, though? Was there something in the Yogg that did that? Oh, yeah, the sparkling. Okay. Go ahead and execute that since we have extra copies of that.
Armor! Lightly used armor!
Scream for me.
Donk!
Prove your valor.
Man, they have so many extra resources from this Yogg and, like, no real consequence in fatigue. Excuse me?
hear you make some noise!
Okay, well, this might just be the Brawl then. After I get the 8 to the dome.
Break it, you buy it.
Prove your valor!
So it'll do 1 plus 5. I have 15 damage to give. That doesn't quite clear. Holy. Odyn stay winning. Okay, we might get to a situation where I need to use the gift to draw, since I'm so far behind on resources now. Fortunate.
Amuse me with your tales of victory.
It was truly only a matter of time. Bonk. I would like to find my Marin. It's my Marin, and I want it now! Also, given how good their Yoggs have been, I want my Yogg-Saron prison as well. Jeez.
Relax. Let's warm you up.
Okay.
We stand together. We stand together. We stand together.
Boy, that is quite slow. They still do have the other Deathwing in their hand, which is why I've been hanging on to the Shield Slam. Okay, I've still got one of those. Oh,
We stand together.
that's a high roll.
We stand together.
Scream for me.
I think that also just allows me to keep pushing face. And then we can go Zilliax versus Riff next turn. Or this might be a good time to drop a Fizzle. I would like to save it for the Zola. May need to drop the Zilliax after all. And then look to Fizzle the Marin the Fox. Jeez. I don't think I've seen a luckier set of Yoggs than this opponent has gotten. Like, to be fair, I could have cleared that, but wasn't really seeming all that necessary at the time. I think I want the damage going upstairs here. It's a good burn. They still do have yet another Deathwing, though. Oh my god. That was so lucky for me. Shield block. 9. Then I go here and here, and then they die.
Scream for me.
Oh. I mean, I did say the first Odyn was going to be important, but like high rolling the Zilliax was also very important. It's been so long since an Odd Warrior mirror match.
Denatrius versus Thrall. For Doomhammer, let your penance begin.
Let's pull this. Okay. Town Crier on 1 is really hard to beat. Got a decent curve with the hero power involved as well. But not really sure what to expect from Shaman. Probably either Highlander or like Burn. Could also be a wave of nostalgia token Shaman. Let's just get our hero powers in where we can. Like, there aren't really that many minions I need to draw in the near future, so... just, like, making a board, making a guy, and pressing this button are going to be pretty good. Especially if it ends up being a burn deck. I think the main mistake I made the first game was not hero powering every opportunity I had. That's a absolute unit. It gets decimated by a single power. So the first one we don't really need to finale. Oh. Right, they were overloaded. It does seem to be a burn deck, so I'm just gonna keep pressing this button. And then save these for the Ragnarusses that are inevitable. Oof. Ragnarussi and Bio. Well, I don't know how to count, but this seems like it just kind of has to clear, right? Close enough. Actually, looking back at it, it could still be a like Wave of Nostalgia deck that just happens to be running the Overdraft. Well then. That might be a bit of a problem, because it's going to take a lot of my armor off. Two, three, four, five. So that'll get me there, right? 2, 5. Yeah. Not super clean, but it solves the current problem. The other problem is that was a generated option, so they could still just have another main deck that they use, like the copy effect. So they could get 24 to face pretty cleanly. I do need to gain some armor going into next turn so that I'm able to cleanly answer the Giga Fins. What does this do? Oh. That's annoying. No 8/8s.
Little time.
Jamming. Like, I don't think they can even get... Well, they can't get this down next turn either, so I don't need to be concerned about it there. Hey, it's your boy. Get 2 more minions here. Baku. I would have liked this to have come off of the first one, but sometimes not always lucky, I guess. I was more comfortable making that play because I do have double Shield Slam in hand, as well as 2 copies of Garrosh's Gift eventually coming into play. So, wow. I do not miss those days.
Armor! Lightly used armor!
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Let's do this one. And then I think I want a hero power. I could forge this, but just gaining the armor when they have spell damage on board is probably wise. That's the big minion. Which does give me a few options here. I think that solves the problem. Let's get another Marin. It's not good, but it will be very fun. I could get more Marins. Okay, now we're doing something. Look. This is the correct play because it gives me more time to set up the additional copies of Marin. I will hear nothing to the contrary. Okay. That boy is so large. So we go here first, because this is the important thing that we need to do. Oh, Baku's a beast. I didn't consider that. And we get to play the highest value Bellowing Flames you've ever seen. But it's all working out accordion to plan. If only we could have played the Rockmaster Voon before we generated it off of the Marin, then we'd have more buffed Marins. It's a true Order lol moment if I've ever seen one. Oh, you coward. Let's go one more with this deck. It's actually kind of fun.
versus Valera.
Alright, Rogue is probably where the fun ends, right? That's the like good deck in the format or something, or at least the one everyone's playing. I bet they don't even run any copies of Marin the Manager.
None will survive.
Maybe it'll still be a fun game, even though we probably lose. Oh, we drew the good card on curve. So you're telling me there's a chance. There's a world where we could go coin Bridge Riff into Bridge Riff? Or even coin Bridge Riff and do Hero Power Chorus Riff if we draw that instead. Quite a lot of executes. Could also just save the coin for the Marin. That said, I probably do want to kill that if they don't have a bounce effect for it, just so that they can't draw into a bounce effect. Well, that kills it. Okay, so Drilly's gone. There's no way they can get any sort of recursion on that, right?
This treasure ain't fit for our pirates.
It's a one and done scenario. I don't think they, unless they, I don't know, because like the stick 'em up is from a different class explicitly, so. Okay, we do have a couple options. We could also just go with the trial by fire next turn, but I would like to get the Marin.
Want to hear my playlist?
Do they even have any more mechs? Maybe the Titan. We also do have General Beeswax.
Thousand needles. Are you ready to rock?
It is kind of starting to look like a mech from your deck. So they do have two. Okay. It's probably that and the second copy of this fellow. This kind of does look like it needs to be the trial by fire, doesn't it?
We stand together. We stand together. We stand together. We stand together.
How long can you hold you?
Oh, hey, it's infinite mana. They still also have the miniaturized pirate.
Now this is treasure.
There's simply nothing I can do.
Okay. Assume that means they're just attacking into this.
Too soon.
Maybe not.
Now this is treasure.
Okay. You've got to be out of your mind. On the bright side, they blew most of their load. Oh my god, what a horrible low roll. Like, if they hadn't generated the glowstone Gyro worm, I absolutely would have just played the Vezax and killed that with, like, little to no concern about the rest of the board, but because they generated not one, but two copies of that, I really felt like I had no choice. Yeah, that Sonya not dying is possibly just going to cost me the game. Like, I think we're in a very good spot in any situation, any other outcome to that brawl. I think we probably win.
Time to light a fire under these.
Okay, this can get Drilly the Kid, I suppose. He just comes right back, though? They could have just made the same attacks and go... That was... just incorrect? Like, they could have sent this upstairs, stripped the armor, and then... I don't know. Or just sent this at the minion after stripping the armor. Feels like there are a lot of ways that could have been handled better. They do have the legendary treasure now, which could get them a lot of value with the Sonya. Probably need that to die so they can't bounce it. I don't have a way to kill it at present.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Okay.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirates.
How long can you hold your...
Sonya is just going to haunt me for the rest of this game.
You know this candle.
Drink with me, friend.
Like, the Sonya should not exist. This is so frustrating.
Now this is treasure.
Nice time management. It's 24... 30. I'm 1 damage off right now. I also can't get entirely through this.
What to do? What to do?
Everybody, pose for the camera!
Is doomed. Insignificant. I have little time.
I mean, these have to go face, right? I should have just played the...
There is no space.
Been less of a coward and played the Yogg. They have a second one of those because the Sonya still exists. And so we get to watch this wonderful animation again. Again, the Sonya that shouldn't have existed to begin with. Most animations in Hearthstone are very cool, but some of them just make the game completely and utterly miserable. The Sonya is just my own personal hell right now.
I raise, you fold.
I gotta breakdance.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
I think I just play this. Am I even going to get a turn? My God. Oh, that was the one card that was going to save me. It was since I don't want to play Hearthstone anymore. I sincerely do not want to play Hearthstone ever again. That was a singular card that made the Deathwing worth.
Skewer, slice, or...
I mean, I have to do it. But that was the singular worst draw in my deck.
Candle mudslider.
It is such a absolute tilter. This is entirely... Every single thing that's happening right now is downstream of the Sonya surviving that that brawl. So just like a... What, like 1 in 5, 1 in 6? Is why Brawl remains just historically one of the worst cards, or rather most frustrating cards in all of Hearthstone. Nobody feels good about the outcome of a Brawl. Like, it's up there with Crackle and Implosion.
There's simply nothing I can do.
Okay, they have 2 more of the legendary treasures and ready to go. I mean, I have to play this here. It's theoretically a win condition. Nope, that kills me. Well, the outcome of the game was that it was fun for somebody. But, it's been a very long time since I've enjoyed a Hearthstone match less than this one. Doesn't do anything. Or at least doesn't do enough.
My hand is too full.
6, we don't die. Unless they have some reach. You need 1 mana to deal 5. I guess the Alexstrasza doesn't even really do anything for them because I'm already at 16 health.
Choose soon.
I think there's a Yogg in here. I need a full clear, no matter what, so... Oh, we die. I'm not going... They've already taken double my time here. I'm not going to wait for them to play out, rope out another turn. Well, I'm done with Hearthstone for the day.